Okay, multiplication of number base. Don't forget to, in multiplication, 1110, example 1, 1110, 101, 101 in base 2. Let's say we should multiply. This one, you don't just draw your lines, you do your multiplication first. Now let's start. 1 times 0, 0. 1 times 1. 1. 1 times 1. 1. 1 times 1. 1. 0 times 0. 0. 0 times 1. 0. 0 times 1. 0. 0 times 1. 0. 1 times 0. 0. 1 times 1. 1. 1 times 1. 1. 1 times 1. 1. You draw a line. Now you add. This side you add it. This is 0, it comes down. 1 plus 0 is 1. Remember, we're adding in base 2. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 in base 2 is 0, is 1 remainder 0. So you bring down the 0 and carry the 1 over. 2. 0 and carry the 1 over. 2. 0 and carry the 1 over. So this is your answer in base 2. That's what happens in multiplication. When you're done multiplying, you add. Do we understand how we did the addition?
Yes, sir.
Like we've been doing before, okay? So it's just the same thing. So don't forget that. Let's take another one. Are we not ready? Let's take example 2 now. 1 0 1 1 1 1 1 1. We should multiply in base 2. Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
1 times 1. 1. 1 times 1.
1.
1 times 1.
1.
1 times 0.
0.
1 times 1.
1.
Do we understand?
Yes, sir.
1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 1 is 1. We'll come back to the next guy. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1,
1.
1 times 1,
1.
1 times 0,
0.
1 times 1.
1.
Last. 1 times 1, 1 times 1, 1 times 1, 1 times 0, 1 times 1. Or in base 2. So let's now add. This is 1, comes down. This is 2, which is 0, carry 1. That one comes here, becomes 4. 4 is 2 remainder 0. Put 0 and carry 2 over. 4. 0 and carry 2 over. 4. 0 and carry 2 over. 3. 1 and carry 1 over. 2. 0 and carry 1. Or in base 2. You can still refer back to what we've done earlier on if you don't understand this. Or it's the same thing which we've been dealing with from time to time. Okay, let me look for one that has to do with decimal to multiply. Okay, now multiply this. So let's take another one. Where did I see that? Okay, 1101, example 3, 11.01. Let's see, we should multiply that with. Okay, 1.1. So multiply this by 1.1. Now I want to do that, but then, listen, you have to take note of their all in base 2, in base 2. You have to take note of the decimal places. But before we start multiplying, this is 2 decimal places, am I right?
Yeah.
This is 1 decimal place. Total of decimal places, 3. Now I want to do the multiplication. I will ignore the points. When I'm done, I'll bring them back. So now I want to start 1, 1, 0, 1, and 1, 1. The point is not there. I will put it back. 1 times 1 is all in base 2, sorry. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 0, 0. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 0, 0. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1, 1. In base 2. Now I want to add the second section you add. This one will come down. This is 1, it comes down. This is 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 is 1 remainder 0, Abi. Put that 0 and carry 1 over. 2. 0 and carry 1. So the total decimal places here, if you check, here is 2, here is 1. 2 plus 1, 3. I'll come over. 1, 2, 3. I'll put it here. So that is my answer. 100.111 in base 2. So let's move quickly into division so that we can do some little conversion. Now in the division, the method I want to use is not the conventional method, but it's a method that will help you understand other methods.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see what we're going to do about that. Let's look for questions on division. I can clean this now?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Why?
Now division. Let's say A 100. Sorry, not 00. 10100 in base 2 divide by 100 in base 2. Okay, let's see. I think that is 1, A and B. We'll deal with the other one. Now the method I want to show us will also make us to understand how to convert numbers to base 10 and whatever it is in base 10 to any other base. Now, immediately after this, we go to conversion from base 2 to base 10, or from base 10 to base 2, or from base 2 to base 3. So now from base 2 to base 3, from base 2 to base 10, we multiply successively by the base. From base 10 to base 2, you divide successively by the base. From base 2 to base 3, you first multiply successively by the base to 10, then move from base 10. Now divide successively by the base 3 to base 3. Let's take a practical example of what I'm trying to apply here. Now, what I want us to do, these questions are in base 2. We will convert the both of them to base 10 and do our normal division in base 10. I know that 10 divided by 2 is 5 in base 10. Now, whatever is our answer in base 10, we'll convert the answer back to base 2. Likely. So let's start here. First, we multiply successively both sides by the base. So here, 1 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 1 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 0 times 2. This is the first side. Divide by, leave it like that on my hand. 1 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 0 times 2. All in base 10. So here, from this side, this is 0. 1, 2, 3, and 4. From this other side, 0, 1, and 2. Let's start from this side. 2 raised to the power 0 is 1. 0 index law of indices states that any number raised to the power 0 is 1. So 2 raised to the power 0 is 1. 1 times 0 is 0. Plus 2 raised to the power 1 is 2 times 0, 0. Plus 2 raised to the power 2 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. This is my division, so I come back here. 2 raised to the power 0 is 1. 1 times 0, 0. Plus 2 raised to the power 1, 2 times 0, 0. Plus 2 raised to the power 2, 4 times 1, 4. Plus 2 raised to the power 3, 8 times 0, 0. Plus 2 raised to the power 4, 16 times 1, 16. Now I will come. 16 plus 4 is 20. In base 10, I'm moving to 10. Divide by 4 in base 10. 20 divided by 4. Now we are back in base 10, our normal division. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So our answer is 5 in base 10. Now, it's not finished. We'll now move this answer 5 to base 2. Now, let me take a little part here. This is my 5. I'm moving it to base 2. So I divide successively by the bases is 2. 5 divided by 2 is 2 remainder 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1 remainder 0. 1 divided by 2 is 0 remainder 1. I will draw this, and this is equals to 101 in base 2. So the question says this divided by this. The answer is 101 in base 2. So in the course of you using this method, it also reminds you of your normal conversion from one base to another. Okay? And here we don't make mistakes. There are no mistakes here, unlike the normal conventional method, which is a little kind of complicated. You must be acquainted with your division system very well. Otherwise, you have a problem. So because of that, we use this, and that is faster for me. Okay, this one is a little big. Okay. We're going to check that if I have the time. Now, can we take the next question? Wow, this is big. Question number 2. 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 in base 2. Divide by 1 1 1 1 in base 2. So I will use the same principles and solve it. Let's see. Let's clean this one first. Okay, first we convert to base 10, convert the two sides to base 10 and divide it there in base 10 and bring it back to base 2. So yeah, 1 times 2 plus 1 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 1 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 1 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 1 times 2. Divide by 1 times 2 plus 1 times 2 plus 1 times 2 plus 1 times 2. From here, 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or in base 2. So we are moving to base 10 now. Let's see what we do. 2 raised to the power 0 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Plus 2 raised to the power times 0 is 0. 2 raised to the power 2, 4 times 1 is 4. Plus there is 0 here, 0. Plus 16. 2 raised to the power 16 times 1 is 16. Here 0. 0. Plus, is it 128? 2 raised to the power 7. 2 raised to the power 7 is 128. Okay. Here is 128 plus 2 raised to the power 8. 2 raised to the power 8 is 256. Here is 256. We come back here. 2 raised to the power 0 is 1 times 1 is 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8. Now let us add 256
405.
plus 128 plus 21. 405. We have 405 in base 10 here. Divide by
The round is 15.
15 in base 10. 405 divided by 15. 27. So we have 27 in base 10. Our final answer is 27 in base 10. But now, our target is base 2. We're taking it to base 2. So now let's divide this to base 2. So I'll come back here and have my 27. This is 27. I'm going to 2. 2 go here, 13.
Yeah.
Remember 1. 2 go here. 6 is 12.
Yeah.
Remember 1. 2 go here. 3. Remember 0. 2 go here. 1. Remember 1. 2 go here. 0. Remember 1. So this will give me 11011 in base 2. That's my answer. This divided by this is 11011 in base 2. Okay. That's that about that. Now, if we understand this, let's do a little conversion. Are we ready? Can I clean the board?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's take this. Let's say a question like this is given. 5, 6, 7 in base 8. 5, 6, 7 in base 8. Let's say we should convert it to base 2 and also convert it to base 10. Now, like I said earlier, to move from one base to another base, you first get to base 10 before you move to that base.
Yes.
So by so doing, they say base 2 and base 10. So we first move to base 10. We'll convert this to base 10. Then move our answer from base 10 to base 2, which they are asking of us. So now this is it. We multiply successively by the base to get to base 10. So this is 5 times 8 plus 6 times 8 plus 7 times 8. This is, we're going to base 10, 0, 1, 2. This is 1 times 7 is 7 plus 8 raised by 1 is 8 times 6.
56.
56, good. Then 56. 64 times 4.
50.
64 times 5, sorry. 320. This is 320. So when we add 320 plus 56 plus 7, we have 383. 383. Is it not the same?
Yeah, right.
In base 10.
Okay.
So the question says we should convert this to base 10 and base 2. So this is our answer in base 10. So if we want to move to base 2, this answer to base 2 will divide successively by the base. So let's take this to base 2. Now, we want to move to base 2. We have 383, 2. Now, we have 383 divided by 2 is 191. 191, remember 1. You can confirm that 191 times 2 is 382. Remember 1. Okay, now we proceed. 2 again. 191 divided by 2 is 95. Remember 1. 95. Remember 1. Now 95 divided by 2 is 47. Remember 1. 47 divided by 2
83 remainder 1.
is 23. Remainder 1. 23 divided by 2
11 remainder 1.
11. Remainder 1. 11 divided by 2
5 remainder 1.
5 divided by 2
It's 2 remainder.
2 remainder 1.
2 divided by 2 1. Remainder 0. Now 2 go to 1 is 0. Remainder 1. So if we are drawing our lineup, so start from the last one here, which is 1 0 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 in base 2. So that is how we roll, by doing the needful. So let me just take one general question and we should shut down. Doesn't have much things to do. Okay. Find the product. Are we ready?
Yes.
This is general question. Are the one okay? 1. Oh, there is a 0 here.
Yes. That is what I was trying to say.
Okay, 1 0. Yeah, we got it. 1 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
So let's do one random question and before we shut down. Where do I see that? Find the product of 1011, 1011, and 1101, 1101. Okay, let's take this. They say we should find the product. That's multiplication. It's a random question. We use it to summarize. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 0,
0.
1 times 1.
1.
0 times 1,
1.
0 times 1,
0.
0 times 0,
1.
0 times 0, 0. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 0, 0. 1 times 1,
1.
1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1,
1.
1 times 0,
1.
1 times 1.
1.
We add
Yes.
1,
Down.
1, 1. This is 3. 3 is what? 1 remainder 1. So the remainder is 1. We'll carry that 1 over. This is 2.
Yes.
0. Carry 1. 2. 0. Carry 1. 2. 0. Carry 1. So this is our answer in case 2. So for this, we'll come to the end of the class. Thank you and have a nice day.